You see this face? I am super happy today. Of course. Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders absolutely did something incredible last night. Bernie Sanders won Michigan. Oh my God. You don't even understand how good it feels to say that. And he also did pretty well in Missouri. And that's something that a lot of people don't talk about, you know. But that's where I want to start off tonight. Thank you so much to all the volunteers of Missouri who you went out there facing incredible odds and you delivered. You got us the delegates that we need. And trust me, your actions in Missouri is going to end up being what makes the difference later on in this election. Every single vote counts. Every single delegate counts. Thank you again for delivering. But of course, the big news story is Michigan. Bernie Sanders, understand what happened last night. Bernie took, by some estimates, he was down by what, like 20% on Friday, 14% on Sunday, and then flip that. Mr. Nate Silver, and this is my favorite story, said that Bernie Sanders had a less than 1% chance of winning. Oh man. You know, I know a lot of people are attacking Nate, but to be fair to him, you know, he just made a mistake. When he said 1%, he accidentally put the decimal point in the wrong place. What he meant to say was that Bernie Sanders had a less than 100% chance of winning, which is accurate, you know. Let's give Nate the benefit of the doubt. But jokes aside, understand what happened in Michigan and what made the difference. Two things. One, your actions. Every one of you watching this video, everybody who made a meme, everyone who phone banked, everyone who face banked, everyone who knocked on doors and got out the votes, you are the one that made the difference. And the second thing that made a difference was Bernie's performance at the debates. And I haven't seen anybody cover this angle, but I'm willing to bet that right there was the turning point in a lot of people's minds. A lot of people are attacking Nate and attacking the polls and saying, oh, the polls all got it wrong. No, y'all don't understand. The polls were right. Bernie's performance at the debate and exposing Hillary for who she is, basically her own actions, was what led to that win in Michigan. Now, why is this a big deal? Because there are more debates to come and there are more states to win. The more people hear Bernie speak and the more people hear Bernie beside Hillary speak, is the more people realize, why the fuck would I vote for her? And that's what's making the difference right now. Probably shouldn't have given that out, because look for the DNC to cancel all further debates now. This has been absolutely incredible. And there's also some other stories floating around that there was some shenanigans happening in Michigan, or at least they tried it. A couple precincts ran out of ballots. One in particular, the ballots got mailed to the wrong precinct. Really? I mean, you knew when your dates were. The ballot should have been at the location ahead by over a week. I mean, this is a no-brainer. I mean, what the fuck are we doing here? You know, it's a Mickey Mouse game or something. But anyway, despite all of those issues, despite The freaking Washington Post releasing 16 negative articles against Bernie in 16 hours. Despite all of that shit, they could not stop you from turning out the vote. The turnout in Michigan was the highest they've ever seen in a primary. Do you understand how significant that is? When you contrast the turnout in Mississippi, sorry, I think I said Missouri earlier. I'm sorry, I'm very tired. You contrast the turnout in Mississippi versus the turnout in Michigan, it was not even close. Thank you so much, man. Y'all delivered. Now, we have a big challenge March 15th coming up. We've got 3 states, Florida with 220 delegates, Illinois, and Ohio. Both of those, I think, have 100 plus delegates each. That's a lot of momentum up for grabs. If Bernie can take 1, 2, or fuck, if he can take all 3, understand something. You know that lead that Hillary thinks she has right now? Gone. That can end in one day if we turn out the vote. And this is what the pundits and stuff won't cover. I won't tell you that Hillary is ahead by 200 delegates, right? Understand? And a lot of people are like, yeah, he won Michigan, big deal. He has no chance of winning still. He doesn't have a pathway to victory. Understand something. Bernie can close that gap easily by winning one of these big states. I'll give you another thing that's going to blow your mind. California, Bernie Sanders is currently polling at 68% in California. 68% support in California. You know how much delegates California has? 435, I think, is the number. 68%. Understand something. That's fucking checkmate right there. If he just ties every single state going forward. You know. But if he can pull out some big wins, yeah, we're going to win this thing. And the other thing what they won't tell you is they keep throwing in the super delegates number into the Hillary's count. There's a finite number of super delegates, and they've all gone to Hillary already. That's not an advantage. Those super delegates are going to start peeling off. They're already doing it. There are a couple politicians that have already started peeling off to Bernie. And one final thing I wanted to touch on really quickly, since I brought up the superdelegates, is the issue of endorsements. People are wondering why is it that Hillary had got all of those superdelegates. It's not simply because they like her or they're loyal to her. It has nothing to do with that. It's because the Clintons have a reputation of being very, very vicious and nasty politically. And if you go against them as a Democrat, they will make sure that you get no political appointments, none of your bills get passed, you don't get money for your district, and they'll run against you and show up to run against you in the primaries. And also with their stranglehold on the DNC, they won't get the funding they need to run ads, which is vital for them to get reelected. That's the reason why all of these people have jumped behind Hillary. It's out of fear. And understand something else. Every politician that steps up and stands with Bernie Sanders is effectively committing political suicide by doing it. So you have to understand, whenever a politician like a Tulsi Gabbard or Rahul Grahava, etc., stand up for Bernie, that's a big freaking deal. And it says a lot about them. And Nina Turner, who I can't say enough about her, man. That took some real courage. And Alan Grayson, people will say, yeah, he was in a box because he's getting fought out by Harry Reid and the rest of the establishment. But you proved yourself, Alan. You stepped up. Thank you. So I know going in, we're going to win this thing, man. And the last thing that Michigan showed us is no state is safe for Hillary. Not a single one. If we could close the gap that quickly, make up like 20 points by some estimates in a couple hours. Understand that all the polling that you currently see with Hillary leading means zero. We can win this thing. Now, I don't know about you, but I smell fucking blood in the water. Let's go get her. We're going to win this thing. And we're going to take it to Trump. And we're going to fuck him up. I think it's almost poetic. Send a American Jewish politician to defeat the Nazis. Hell yeah. Feel the burn.